I've mentioned a few times now on the podcast that I am currently looking for a job, and so that gives me a lot of extra time to be bored and directionless. I decided what I'm going to start doing is a series of short videos where I just talk about random stuff, and I'm going to call it While You Were at Work. So basically it's like, while you were at work, I was doing something unproductive, but I really want to talk about it. So while you were at work, I was taking online quizzes, personality quizzes, and learning a lot about myself. Went to Soompi, the app. If you don't have it, it's a fun app. I decided to take this quiz. Which Fantastic Beasts character are you? Which seemed strangely unconnected to K-dramas, but whatever. Disclaimer, I've seen all the Harry Potter movies except this, Crimes of Grindelwald. I have not read the books, I know. Don't come for me. This whole thing was like, answer all these questions about K-pop and K-dramas and we'll tell you what character you are in this movie. So I'm like, take quiz. And the first question, which BTS member would you bring with you for an adventure in the wizarding world? I mean, right there, I'm already stuck because this question's really hard. And I went through like all of them thinking they all have serious benefits as far as like being on a quest or a magical journey. And I ended up deciding that the only right answer is Jimin. Okay, first of all, we know Jimin is smart. He's very good at school. He's very clever also, so I think he's quick on his feet. So I think he would know all the spells and potions and stuff. He's a Hermione Granger type of guy. He's got that like, I studied really hard and I'm not afraid to use the knowledge that I possess, which is very admirable, especially in a partner on a quest. Second, he's got the charm, and I feel like, especially in a realm like a wizarding world, you want someone who's good with people, get to know people, get their secret. He's handsome and charming and delightful, so he would just be a good partner to be around all the time anyway. I also think he's pretty flexible and go with the flow, so he'd be willing to take feedback from someone. I feel like that's really important too, especially again when you're on a wizarding quest. Because then you think about the other members. Again, I guess there's not a wrong choice. You could probably have a successful quest with any of them. Jungkook's got the brute strength, which I think is great. But at the end of the day, it's like, am I going to have to shoulder the load of the lessons? Like, am I going to have to know all the potions? I'm a good student. I'm a smart lady. I don't know if I could do it all by myself. Watching Run BTS alone, I feel like he forgets the instructions a lot because he's focused on other things. Again, I love him more than life itself, but maybe not the best option for this specific quest. RM2, he's smart and he's clever. I feel like he requires a little more care. Like, you'd have to watch him a lot and make sure that he's not wandering off or getting distracted. He has that amazing mind, maybe working a little too hard sometimes, and you're like, no, focus. Jin, I feel like he and I need the same amount of attention at all times, and that would be problematic. It would be problematic. Suga, I feel like he has all the stuff it takes. I just feel like he'd be generally less enthusiastic about it, and I need someone to keep up the enthusiasm, because if Suga's like, let's not do this, I'd be like, okay. I would give up pretty fast. J-Hope, again, smart, charming, delightful, scares easy. I need somebody with a little more courage because I also scare easy. I think Jimin would not necessarily shrink away. Although he did get pretty scared in that zombie Run BTS, but if it's a life and death situation, I feel like he'd be able to rise to the occasion. V and I could not do a quest together. We have enough in common where it would be like our strengths are the same, but our weaknesses are the same, and therefore our weaknesses would be our downfall. We'd both be like, oh, I totally forgot to bring that. I thought you brought that. And he'd be like, I thought you brought that. And I'd be like, well, we're dead. I've been thinking about this a lot. This was something I really thought about. Also, my results, I got a blonde lady. I can't remember her name. Goldie? Something like that. Okay. Hope you had a good day at work.